You know what time it is? Red Zone Rant, we're live, let's get it. Every Wednesday, 8 p.m. CST, bringing the heat. You ready? You ready? Step in the booth, it's a lyrical race. Red Zone Rant, we own the space. Ain't no holding back, turning up the flame. Opinion so hot, chill in your name. Topics that matter, streets on our backs. Spitting truth bombs, no time for acts. In the zone, we're live with the team. Red Zone Rant, it's a passionate dream. Every heartbeat, every tone is supreme. Join the movement, unravel the scheme. In the zone, where we ignite. Every Wednesday night, keeping minds in sight. Red Zone.
This is a Huddle Sports Network broadcast. You can find us on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, Facebook, and of course YouTube. Get all your NFL news here first.
What's up, everybody? Good morning and welcome to the Red Zone Rant Sunday edition. And as you can see, I'm here alone, but Ken was here a minute ago. He's he's having technical difficulties. So I don't know if someone else is going to join me or not, but we'll see. Oh, looky there. He's back. I swear he was here a minute ago.
Yeah, my internet just died. So I'm over here freaking like huddled by the window.
What's up, Eric? How's it going, bud? Where you at, bro? It's Sunday. Come on, get your ass on here. What you doing? What you doing?
Yeah, I was gonna say, Eric, we feel so unloved.
Yes, Eric. True Nation. What are you True Nation for? I swear to God. What is the bearded? Oh, okay. I thought you had something other than everybody comes on. That's the thing. I love everybody's names when they come on. What's up? How you doing this morning there,
I'm
Brent?
okay. Yeah. I was going to say, I'm okay with LaFleur being back. I was 50-50 on it anyway. And, hey, at least we get some continuity. The only thing that I don't like is we're going to have to find a new DC because it looks like Hafley's going to Miami.
Bro, we need a new DC, a new special teams coordinator, and a new O-line coordinator, or offensive coordinator. So we need the trifecta of the three. That's what I'm saying we need. I mean, this is – go ahead.
After looking at the stats for the special teams more and more, it's that our special teams are up and down, actually. Some of our special teams are actually decent. I think a lot of it has to do with us not prioritizing special teams players and using that end of the draft for getting developmental guys all over. Sometimes, hey, you got to take a special teams guy, dude.
Yeah, no, well, that's the thing. Like I was telling you about that Tom Grossi interview, or him breaking it down. It's like during the LaFleur era, the entire time he's been here, it's like special teams is just a side note. It's not even a real thing. It's how it's been treated, and it's come through. It's come through in a lot of things. And then the other thing he pointed out, he goes, "We keep throwing wide receivers back there. Some of our best wide receivers, hoping that that's going to change something. I mean, we even put Jacobs back there during the Bears game. I mean, what was that?" I mean, who's making these decisions to like throw our star players out there to get killed on the kickoff?
Apparently, Jacobs has been practicing returning all year long, and since training camp, it's that they wouldn't let him. Well, let me rephrase that. LaFleur would not let him do it because he was so valuable to the offense. And then once it got playoff time, it was okay. Now special teams actually matter. So yes, now you can use them.
Yeah, facts on that. Special teams, man. I love it. What's up, broski? I love that.
What's going on, fellas? Good morning.
What's up, man? What's up?
What's up there, broski?
Are you excited, bro? You're the last game of the weekend. Are you?
Yeah,
ready?
man. I will be. Like as soon as it hits, probably around like 5 o'clock or something. Man, I'm gonna start getting amped up. Yep.
Yeah, no, I feel you. It's playoff football. I still get amped up even though I'm not playing.
Yeah, no, I hear you, man. But yeah, that Seahawks game, that was a fucking massacre. I mean, bro, I thought they'd win by 10 or more, but I didn't think they'd win by fucking 35. So,
bro, 5 touchdown ass whooping. I mean, a straight 5. I mean, oh my, Ken's got internet issues. 5 touchdowns, bro. How are you even in the playoffs if you get beat that bad?
Well, and after watching that game too, it's kind of funny because you know, both the Broncos and the Seahawks have similar issues, I think. So Bo Nix being out for the season.
Oh,
you know, done. and then, dude, Sam Darnold is not 100% right now. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. He only attempted 17 passes the entire game. Like, I understand they were up, but still, dude, there's a reason why they weren't having Sam throw. He only completed 12 passes the entire game. Come on.
Who had 3 touchdowns? Was it Walker had 3 touchdowns? I mean, they leaned on the run.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, dude, come on, 12 for 17, 124 yards. Like, even in a blowout, your quarterback's going to have more attempts than that. Like, if there's, but like I said, I think there's something wrong.
What did he do? What did he do? How did he hurt his oblique? What? I mean, bro, this is serious. I mean, your team's ready to play in the playoffs, and you blow your oblique out or do something. I mean,
he's definitely not 100%. Like, no way in hell he's still.
That was safe though. That defense is nasty. Their defense is nasty. Well, and
what conversation did I walk into?
We're talking in the Seahawks game. Rashid is I didn't know that guy is fast as hell. I don't understand why New Orleans let him go. Holy
New Orleans let him go to get draft capital because their team isn't going anywhere, and that's the smart move because otherwise he's going to walk for nothing. So it makes sense to do that.
Yeah, so I was talking about how Bo Nix, like, Denver won, but Bo Nix got hurt, and then I was saying how, like, Seattle won, but dude, Sam Darnold is not 100% healthy. Like, there's no way
it's what I keep saying about him, though. Like, when you need him to stand up, like, the running game and the defense is what won it for Seattle. And that's what is going to win for Seattle. It's not going to be Darnold. And everybody can say, oh, the Vikings made a mistake by letting Darnold go. I'm like, did we, though?
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Like, whoever wins between the Patriots and the Texans, they're going to be walking into a game playing a backup quarterback. Whoever wins between the Bears and the Rams, they're going to be playing a less than 100% Sam Darnold, that's for sure. So, God, I hope the Bears win this freaking game today because.
I mean, I picked the Rams and the Patriots in the Super Bowl at the beginning of the playoffs. That was the Super Bowl. I put a bet on it that the Rams and the Patriots would be in. I didn't know all of these other things were going to happen, but I felt like the coaching of the Rams, the experience of the Rams, and getting Devontae Adams back, that was going to be the X factor for the Rams to do it. I think their defense has been slightly underwhelming, and I always kind of wondered what everybody thought about their defense, but yeah, I mean, that's who I picked to start. I mean, there wasn't like any bias with it. I just was like, these two teams seem like they had the most logical opportunities.
Bro, you still have a shot at that. So, I mean, good. Congrats on that, bro.
Woody.
Yo. Woody, good morning, bud.
But yeah, man, calling designed runs for quarterbacks, like, unless it's a quarterback sneak, it's not going to end, but dude, it's so risky. And now you see why. They call design run for Bo Nix, and boom, there goes his ankle. Second to last play of the game in overtime. Like, dude, come on. Like, quarterbacks are going to roll out, they're going to design rollout passes and, to get the quarterback to move and, you know what I mean? That type of thing. But actually calling a designed run where the quarterback keeps it and runs, I fucking hate that for the NFL. Just hate it. Now you see why. Shit like that, man.
I think push play is one thing. Like the push thing, that's one thing. Yeah. But calling out like a bootlegged run. I mean, if the quarterbacks are running in the NFL nowadays, it should be out of like sheer desperation, not necessity. Because it's too important of a player. I mean, you saw with the Vikings. If you don't have a competent quarterback that can complete a pass, you're fucked. So that was proof of it this year because the Vikings defense played extremely well. Even if you look at the Seattle game where we got blown out, the Vikings defense held on for like 3.5 quarters in that game, and then Seattle blew us out at the end. But that was just out of sheer frustration. So if you have a competent, completing the pass quarterback, you got a chance.
Yeah, two things. I'd love to see Brian Flores leave the division. He did a remarkable job this year. And
I don't.
I know you don't. I'd like to go to adios.
Yeah, I'm not talking about when a quarterback drops back, and everyone's covered and he sees an opening and takes off and runs and slides, gets the first down. That's cool. That's just being smart. Don't take hits, whatever. The designed runs. The quarterback, like, quarterback, you're keeping it, you're running, you're actually, this play is designed for you to run the fucking ball. Fucking stupid. I fucking can't stand that.
In the game against you guys, that handoff to Jacobs where Love was going to try to pull it back, his arm got caught. Jacobs clamped down on his arm, bro, and he dragged him into the fucking pile. That was almost bad. Because Love was trying to pull it back. Just don't do it. Hand it off and let it go.
Well, let's ask Woody about his thoughts, because I know he has no opinion on anything.
He has
Fuck
nothing.
it. What's the question?
He doesn't.
About design run for quarterbacks.
Design quarterback runs.
Yeah.
I don't like it because like these running quarterbacks, like right off the bat, if you're like a Justin Fields and stuff like that, we've seen it with RG3, is that these quarterbacks don't last long. So if I was the coach, I'd be like maybe 1 or 2 design runs, because you're going to be extending the plays, and if there's nothing open, you're gonna go. And like I said, I mean, Michael Vick was probably, I believe, better than Lamar Jackson, the best design running quarterback they had out there. He just knew how to. He was a tough.
He was beyond elusive. His elusive. I mean, he was like that in college too. Like he was so elusive as a player. Like there was no getting around it.
And he went to a outstanding college, and I like Michael Vick. I miss him.
Well,
outstanding college. Wait a minute.
I'm gonna say that the running quarterback, Caleb's style of running, where he runs to get open, that to me seems more effective running. Like Broski said, design the quarterback to roll out, get him out of the pocket so he can, see the field better, maybe. But I don't like running quarterbacks either. I'm happy they don't run unless they have to.
Yeah. I mean, picking and choosing a spot, like I said, if you drop back in the pocket, everyone's covered, you see a lane, you take it, you get 10 yards, you slide, you take no contact. That's smart. That's smart. I have no problem with that. And that's actually an advantage to be able to have that skill is a quarterback. But what I'm saying, quarterback keeper around the end, like, oh, dude, that's just retarded. Quarterback option.
We're seeing a lot from with Drake May, Brock Purdy. When they see a lane, they go. I mean, but sliding is the most important thing, or getting out of bounds, because this has.
You got to be aware of how important of a player you are to the team. Like you have to understand that. Like you have to have self-awareness to know that if you go down, it's not like if a running back goes down and you've got another running back. Like your ability as a quarterback is uncompromising. Like you control and dictate the rhythm of a game. And if you are out there and you're getting killed, there's such a steep drop off from the backup quarterback and starting quarterback, and that's why the quarterbacks get paid the most.
Well, any kind of contact on the field could cause an injury. That's why you don't want your guy that holds the ball and dictates how it goes to be injured or you have any contact. I mean, contact.
That's why they wear a red jersey in practice. You don't have the quarterbacks in practice. That's the same. You should treat it the same on the field.
If these quarterbacks, they go for the first down, now these quarterbacks are saying in their head, hey, if I slide, it's where I start the slide. It's not where I end the slide. And now you got quarterbacks diving head first, and right when you dive head first, you're a player. You're not a quarterback. They'll hit you anyway.
Yeah, ball carrier. All ball carriers get hit, bro. That's how it is. It's contact sport. That's why you don't want him to take that hit. You don't.
Well, that's the thing too. Like you want to be able to set your team up. Like there's a reason why they give you 4 downs to get 10 yards. Just get the 10 yards so you can get another set of plays to put your team in a better position. Like the thing that drives me nuts is when people like at the end of a half or at the end of a game are like trying to go, and there's a decent amount of time, and let's say they've got a timeout or two. What drives me nuts is they're just trying to throw it for the end zone right away from like the 30 or the 25. Like, why are you doing that? Like, oh, we're going to catch them off guard. I'm like, no, you're not. Just get 10 yards.
Well, like I didn't understand the game last night, the Denver game. I mean, Josh Allen, he just getting field goal range. They were going for the win right away.
Yeah.
He was, his first 2 passes were 2 bombs, and I was like, dude, all you need is you got great elevation there. You got a former Denver Bronco kicker that's used to the stadium and stuff like that. Just getting field goal range. They were going for the win, and that was a terrible way.
Like when it's an incomplete pass, you know what happens? The clock stops. So now you're giving the other team more time to go back on you if you don't get a first down. So
yeah. And talking about like you guys were mentioning like Drake May and the Patriots, or as I call Drake May and the Drake Mays. They are like I just think one of the keys for the Drake Mays to be able to win today is like Drake May is going to have to run. He's going to have to use his legs. A lot of people don't realize, or maybe they forgot like how athletic he is, and this guy can run like a freaking gazelle. Like Drake May can fucking run. Not that it's going to be ideal, but I think he's going to have to kind of run for yards a little more than he's kind of used to in order to beat the Texans today.
I think they need to focus more of their attack with Travion Henderson than Ramondre Stevenson. Ramondre Stevenson is what he is. He's a between the tackles power runner. Yeah. Travion Henderson can catch the ball in the backfield. Travion Henderson can run like a deer too. Like if you can get the play action game going with May and Henderson, exactly. So like if you can get the play action game going, Houston's gonna have a hard time. Houston is nasty though, and now with Stroud playing, with Marks playing. If they can get that play action game going, that would be incredible.
Yeah, I like that call, Colin.
Their offensive line, their offensive line better, worry about Will Anderson and Hunter too, man.
I get it. Yeah.
Well, that's why running the football.
No Will Campbell too. So running the football is going to negate it. And using the tight ends, like they've got two good tight ends. I mean, they got Henry and they got Hooper. They got two very competent tight ends. Maybe not Pro Bowl. But they have two competent tight ends that they can throw the ball to.
Yeah. And next thing you know, you got Travion Henderson on a wheel route, or like one of those little like running back out and up patterns. Or,
I love those wheel routes. How they disguise those and how they set those up, because they just shift the coverage to one side, and then it's just one guy on one guy. Bijan was really good with it, and I think Travion could be a factor with it.
But like you said, the running game in general for the Patriots, I mean, that's gonna have to be big today. And then I think part of that is going to be Drake May actually running with the ball. Hopefully they're not going to be calling design runs, but I think it's going to be like, Drake, if you don't see this right away, man, you don't have time to think. If you really don't see it quick, you're going to have to just tuck it and run.
Now let me ask you guys a question, because this is something I brought up with the Vikings fans, and I'm not sure, because I'm maybe a little bit of a forward thinker. What do you think it would take to get from the Colts to get Anthony Richardson? And I'll preface it by saying I've got a plan beyond this. But how big of a pick do you think it would take for the Vikings if they were to trade for Anthony Richardson?
5th round pick.
5th rounder.
Yep.
What do you guys think?
Not much.
Not too much.
Yeah. Possibly a 6th rounder.
Not much at all.
Okay, so let's hypothetically say the Vikings trade for a 5th, 6th rounder. And I brought this up with Vikings fans before, and they think about it, and they're like, well, it sounds good in theory. I use this as two references: Taysom Hill and Terrell Pryor. Now, these guys were college quarterbacks, and Terrell Pryor was actually a really good college quarterback with Ohio State. But they somehow managed to find a niche by being like Weapon X players. Like, there's not a defined position for him. So, like, he's got the size to be a tight end or a big, like, throw a jump ball to a receiver in the corner of the end zone. Why not try to morph Anthony Richardson, who most teams, I'm sure you all agree with me, don't see him as a starting quarterback anymore in the NFL. I don't even know if I would see him as a backup quarterback, because he's got a lot of athletic gifts, and I think he can be a successful NFL player. But why not use him as like a Weapon X? Because you've seen he's a first-round quarterback, quote-unquote first-round quarterback, but you see the athletic gifts with him. Do you think he would be able to change his mind and change his framework into just being an NFL player and being successful as a weapon on a team?
In theory, I would. It's tough because you think it makes sense to like everyone else looking at him. Like, dude, you're not an NFL quarterback. The only problem is you have to convince Anthony Richardson of that, and then also it's going to come with
I agree on that.
Yeah, it's going to come with a much lower pay grade also when you switch quarterbacks from position to whatever. So even if he gets a job as like a backup quarterback, signs for, something like he's probably getting like 20 million a year or something just to be a backup, So like, I don't know if he's ever going to get that being, one of those hybrid running back, tight end, wide receiver players. But I agree with you. Like, to me, his role, like he couldn't ever be like a real full-time tight end because I don't think you could ever teach him how to block. But to me, he's like a receiving tight end / big wide receiver. You could line him up on the outside. You could line him up in the slot. You could
or as a running back too.
Yeah, I mean something like that. Like ideally, I think it would make sense.
Guy. I don't like gadget guys. Slash.
Well, it's not so much that he's a gadget. Well, I mean, it's not so much that he's a gadget guy. Like he's a big dude. I mean, he's a big dude. Like there's, he's like 6'5".
But you're saying play him out of position, play him in something else that maybe he makes it, maybe he doesn't. I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just don't like those kind of guys. To me, those guys are a waste of fucking time.
Yeah,
I mean, I felt like with the Bears a couple of years ago, and I think this is more organizational dysfunction. And I know Justin Fields has, regressed a ton, but I think that has more to do with confidence and his organizations having faith in him. But when you guys had Montgomery, Khalil Herbert, and Fields, I felt you guys had a really innovative offense. It may have not been like throw the ball way down the field, but God, you had three guys that you really, as a defense, had to pay attention to when they were on the field. And yeah, maybe it was predictable, but you had three really athletic guys that could produce. And I felt like you guys gave up on that really quick. And I mean, in hindsight now with what you got, I think I get it. But like at the time, it looked like a good start to a young offense. But I'm curious your thoughts.
Yeah,
the O-line, obviously, the reputation for the Bears offensive line is not good.
Yeah.
And when your quarterback is leading your team in rushing over 1,000 yards, believe me, that wasn't designed runs. That was, I need to get the fuck out. So that will definitely, and that probably, since Justin Fields started in Chicago and he went to the Jets, the offensive line issues in Chicago is probably drowning his confidence on any team he goes to with the offensive line, because just like Caleb Williams last year, he was the most sacked quarterback. But you got to think every snap this year in the back of his head, he's like, well, where can I get sacked from? Because he got sacked so many times last year. If we didn't boost up our offensive line, Caleb Williams, his confidence would have been in the shits this year, and we wouldn't be where we are.
No so way. It almost be like Fields all over again.
Well, I definitely don't think the Bears had a good offensive line or the best offensive line there, but that threesome that you mentioned with Herbert and Montgomery and Fields, I mean, they led the league in rushing one year, and I think they were second the next year, right? So, and it's like, well, your offensive line obviously had something to do with it. Now, some of it was just Fields taking off when he was dropped back, like it was a design pass, and he just took off and ran. But like, okay, so how bad is the O-line really if like you're good enough to do that and you're just saying they're the worst in the league in pass blocking, and then wherever Fields goes, the O-line goes to shit. It's like how, to me that's more than a coincidence. But yeah, but Fields, another thing with that, like he misses games every season. Like he gets hurt every season. So it's like if you're gonna run an offense like that, expect him to miss a handful of games a year. So you better have a really good backup.
Well,
it's almost like a co-quarterback situation too.
Because it seems like these quarterbacks like Fields, they're obviously different than college because they're most, if you see Justin Fields highlights in college at Ohio State, his arm and his time that he had was amazing. And I was like, well, maybe, because CJ Stroud did it, first Ohio State quarterback to come out and at least do something. And I was thinking, with the highlights I've seen with Fields and the way he throws the ball, this might be good. And then you go to the NFL and then he's just getting fucking killed, gets over 1,000 yards in rushing the 1 year. It's a totally different play style that they're playing from college to NFL.
Yeah, Fields to me in college too, when he was at Georgia, because I remember watching him play at Georgia. And I mean, I think they had like Nick Chubb and DeAndre Swift in the backfield when he was there. But like he's come from run-oriented systems. And I mean, Ohio State. Here's the difference between Stroud and Fields. Like, and I saw it in Stroud in that playoff game. He was far more willing to accept being in the pocket and throwing the ball way more than Fields ever. Fields would always take off. Stroud would stay in that pocket. He would take the big hit, and he would deliver. He'd deliver those passes. So I think he knew that when you get to the NFL level, that's what you're going to need to do to win.
Yeah, Fields, the biggest thing with him, my biggest knock on him, and I'll always say this, he never learned from his mistakes. People be like, oh, the coaching. I'm like, dude, you can't tell me the offensive coordinator, the quarterback coach isn't like, Justin, this clock has to go off in your head. Like, 1, 2, 3, it's not there. You got to get rid of it. You can't hold on to it. Like, you have to learn to go through progressions and read defenses and all that good stuff. He didn't develop that. Like, and like the biggest thing is like he did not ever. Since now he's at the Jets, he never learned from his mistakes. He was very stubborn, I felt. So that's another.
I feel like I compare Fields and Lamar Jackson to each other a little bit, just because I've never liked the way Lamar Jackson throws the ball. I've never thought he's thrown a great pass, and he's a very dynamic playmaker. But I think this year, especially, you saw the injuries mount up, and his elusiveness is gone. Like it's almost like they built their offense more around Derrick Henry than they did around Lamar Jackson. They forgot, he didn't slide because he's so dynamic. But age catches up to everybody, and there's always younger guys that are going to be way more aggressive, way more explosive on both sides of the ball. So it's going to limit your ability to do the things that in the past made you so elite.
Yeah, I hear you with that.
Yeah, Lamar took 3 steps back this year, in my opinion. But
yeah, and I was on a Lions show, just like in the comments and stuff, but like having conversations, and like the thing with the Lions fans are saying now is like there's no difference between Josh Allen and Goff because Josh Allen can't win in the playoffs and all this and that. And I'm like, dude, guys, seriously, stop that shit. I'm like, this guy carries the entire team. Goff needs everything. Goff needs
Allen, really?
Yeah, wow. Goff needs everything perfect around him. I'm like, dude, if Josh Allen was the quarterback for the Detroit Lions and he had fucking Amon-Ra, Jameson Williams, Gibbs, Montgomery, Porter when he's healthy, they'd win the fucking Super Bowl
every year.
They would be in the Super
Bowl every year.
Yeah.
They'd be in the Super Bowl.
Yeah. So this is like why I always like my default is always like going back to rip on Lions fans because I think they're just borderline all special needs.
Nice. Well, that is a stupid take to say that. I mean,
yeah,
Josh Allen did have a major collapse yesterday. I mean, the first time in his career, he fucking had 4 turnovers himself.
Sure. Totally get it. You're not winning a game.
But that never happens though. Like he's been carrying that team on his back his whole career. They have not one time they got Stephon Diggs, and that was really their one elite wide receiver. And I said all along, I'm stunned they didn't trade with New Orleans for Chris Olave. Because I felt like if they would have traded for Chris Olave, they probably would have been the number 1 seed. Like that's how big of a addition Olave would have been for the Bills.
Let me tell you that was a big pickup with Seattle with Shaheed. I mean, wow, they really and going back to the Denver game. I mean, with the Josh Allen issues yesterday, those 2 calls. I mean, holy shit, dude! And it came down to those 2 calls, and obviously Denver won. So yes, those turnovers hurt Josh Allen, but I think the refs won the game for the Broncos yesterday with those 2 calls.
The pick too, the rollover pick with Cooks. I was like, how far does a guy have to be down with possession of the ball to be considered down? Like the ball didn't start moving. He popped it out after he was already on his back.
Yeah,
like,
he was already down.
You have to be down. He was already down. Like how far do you have to be?
Me and Isaac were discussing that at the time. We were watching it, and literally, I was like, "How is he not down?" But you have to complete the roll. That's the thing is they put that on there. You have to finish the roll, and in the middle of the roll, he took the ball away from him.
But when he caught that ball though. And he was down by contact.
Right, that's what
So
I said.
it should
Yeah,
stop.
that's
it
my
should
point.
Stop right there. And they did not. And because me and my wife were at the bar and stuff like that, just getting something to eat and watching that game. And I was like, well, where's the fucking review at? Well,
Yeah,
I didn't
that's
see any
They review every turnover. They have to review every
They
turnover.
have to, yeah. That's the rule. They have to scoring.
I didn't see.
Plays,
I didn't see I didn't see any refs with their headsets on, looking at the iPad, wherever the fuck they look at these days.
Well, no, they're supposed to look at it in New York. They're supposed to double check it with
They're
New York.
supposed to at New York, yeah.
New York already said it was that's what New York said, and I didn't understand.
And then that's what's confusing is because he caught the ball right, and then he got up, and what it seems the new rule is it's a catch if he makes a football move. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but if he's landing, but
what if you toe tap and go out of bounds? Aren't you instantly? I mean,
there's those because if you toe tap, you're definitely you're definitely in.
There's a fine line between
how's falling on your back not a football move? Like you're literally going to make a diving catch.
Well, his knee touched first.
What is
his knee was down first. Though.
Yeah, that's what I was getting to.
Yeah.
Is that when it came to that catch, that particular catch, he landed shoulders on the ground, and then he got up to just get up to do something, and then that's when it was fumbled. But still, it's like it was kind of confusing from there because he should have been down on contact on there.
So here's the other question though. Say if he didn't intercept it and he knocked it out, is that a catch?
And then
that is a catch because he got up to do a football move. You know what I mean? And then that's what they consider now as a catch.
But it's just like if you're going into the goal line, and they always show it. They freeze it right where the guy makes contact. When that guy caught the ball, he came down on his shoulder, on his side. His knee and his shoulder hit the ground first. And then
he was touched. And he was touched.
That's what I said. He's down by contact. Yes, that's what I was talking. I go, he's down by contact because he's on the ground. The guy's touching him. And then he takes the ball away. He comes, as they both come out of the roll, the other guy's got the ball.
Yeah.
You know what?
It's not as though he didn't touch him and he got up to make a move. Like he touched him.
Take the ball
so
from
when he touched him, he's down. Yes.
Yes.
So even if it was New York, because they go back to talk to New York, I guess the guy who looked at it, he must have been a Denver fan. Jesus Christ, man. God
I just
damn.
think they've made the catch rule so fucking cloudy,
So weird.
and murky that you fucking it's totally left up to the opinion of the fucking refs.
It goes back to even your Packers Cowboys game with Des Bryant.
Yeah,
that was a
how
catch.
is that not a catch? How is that not a catch?
At the time, that wasn't a catch. At the time, because of the old rules, at the time that wasn't a catch because he didn't establish himself.
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand that, but that's to me, that was the seed that planted these odd rules about catching. And the Calvin Johnson one against the Bears too. Like
you want to see something worse? Go watch that game with the Patriots with Hunter Henry. He catches basically a touchdown on the goal line. And they ruled it not a catch. It was like, how the hell was it not a catch? Both hands are over the ball.
Well, one of the games, you go back to Pittsburgh with that Jesse James in the end zone.
Same thing.
And then Broski will like this one. Years ago when Megatron, when he did that.
Yeah, I'm saying Calvin Johnson.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
Ridiculous.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? You know what? Though defensive players, finally, offensive players are getting calls against them. You know what I mean?
That's what it was.
Because this whole this whole NFL punishes defenses. You can't do anything against a wide receiver, tight end,
or quarterback,
running back, or quarterback.
Yo,
you can't even touch the fucking snapper. You know what I mean?
Where did Jesse James go to school?
Anyway, but I just wanted to.
Hey, Jesse James caught it. Just remember, he caught it.
Yeah. Thanks for bringing up a Penn State player. I appreciate it. Thank you.
That's what he's favorite.
I'll bring up Robbie Gold too soon.
Wow!
I wanted to ask Rob and Isaac, how do you guys feel about the LaFleur extension?
And you, yeah. I like it. You know what I mean? Look, people were talking about Harbaugh and all this stuff, you know what I mean, and everybody else replacing. But like, think about it. If a new coach comes in, a new system comes in, a lot of changes go with that. It's not going to go good. So might as well stick with LaFleur. LaFleur, you know what I mean? He's a decent coach. I don't care what anybody says, like he's
I do.
trash and this, that. I think he's a decent coach. And then also, Gutekunst, he's been proven as a good GM to building up this team. I mean, I know the 7th seed was created for us to make the playoffs, whatever the fuck it is, but still, it was created because there's 18 games. It makes sense. So, whatever. I like it. Gutekunst is making moves, so I mean,
I think a better question is more. I think a better question more is, okay, you know what you got with LaFleur.
Yeah.
What about if the question would have been, if we let LaFleur go, maybe it's because we want to keep Jeff Hafley as the head coach, because that was truly the strength of you guys' team until Micah went down. So could that have been maybe something that could have been discussed? Because I think Hafley's going to end up somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm hearing, he's the strongest candidate to be hired as Dolphins head coach. Like they have him top of the list, so that might happen sooner or later. But yeah, I agree with you. I love Hafley. You know what I mean? If I would love to if I can keep him around, especially for Micah. You know what I mean? Micah loves.
For a guy who just stepped in and just totally changed the climate, the climate for your defense, like he was impressive, and I didn't expect that from him. But man, he stepped right in and he developed. I mean, I think if you guys get a corner or two, I think you guys are just as good a defense as anybody in the NFL.
I think there's zero chance. Too. Yeah, there's zero chance Hafley returns to the Packers with all these head coach openings. I
don't see how. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was just going to say with like Stefanski going to the Falcons. So it's like you got the two big guys off the board, Harbaugh and Stefanski. You still have what? The Ravens, the Browns, the Raiders, Dolphins, Steelers, Cardinals. What about the Titans hired somebody?
No,
Titans.
Titans are still there.
Actually, that's another team that Hafley was actually a strong candidate for was the Titans.
Yeah, he signed with the Falcons.
Did you guys read my comment in the back, Atlanta, where the coach's career ends?
Well, I'll tell you what, they have Matt Ryan's the president of football operations there now, and they're hiring a new GM as well. So who knows, man? Maybe they do have some talent. They have some young talent too on both sides.
Atlanta's got a lot of young talent. I mean, if you look at they don't have a lot of picks, but they have a lot of young talent.
Yes,
they got one of my favorite safeties back there, Jesse Bates. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm just happy that they used Pitts the right way. I mean, he was on my fantasy.
Yeah, finally.
Holy shit.
That guy was being misused so bad.
That? Yeah. If you have like the fantasy app, it just reminds you that, Pitts is going to be the top fantasy guy next year. It's already like giving you hints. It's like, I don't know, man. Pitts is a fucking disappointment to me.
Well, he came on in the end, but I think a better question in Atlanta is, do you stick with your current quarterback situation? I mean, Penix has got a long injury history, and I know you drafted him high, and Cousins is probably going to be out the door. I think you have another question at quarterback. I wouldn't be surprised if Atlanta might sniff around Malik Willis. I think that's kind of a very
they need a veteran
under the radar. I think Pittsburgh. I think he goes to Pittsburgh. If you had to put a gun to my head right now, I think Malik Willis is a Steeler next year. But I would keep an eye on Atlanta there too.
Well, that's where I said in Colin, you didn't agree with it, but I have a feeling that Flores is going to be new Pittsburgh's head coach. Could be.
I think with his lawsuit still pending, I don't know if any team wants to hire him as a head coach just yet. And I think if he's a defensive coordinator, why would you go somewhere else when you really have got the ball rolling with Minnesota and you have that familiarity? Why would you leave Minnesota?
Well, why does any coach?
He's leaving, you guys. Stop it, Colin.
Why does any coach leave? The end of this year. Eric Bieniemy, our running back coach, he could be an offensive.
Yeah, anytime you can make head coach money.
I have a slightly different take on that.
I think the Vikings would pay Flores head coach money to be the defensive coordinator. I think they would, and I think they see how important He truly is to the success. Green Bay.
Jesus Christ. Wow.
Hey, that
I mean,
that job
Good
might
morning, John. Good morning, John. Good morning.
yeah, that job might be
Get out of
intriguing.
the deer stand, John. What the hell?
But that like if I'm Flores, that might be intriguing to me. I know Raiders kind of iffy, whatever around their whole team. But then you got Fernando Mendoza coming in. You know what I mean? You got Brock Bowers, you got Genty, and then on defensively, Crosby's going to be ready fucking to go probably week 2 with his
I think Flores wants to go to a team though that's got established though. I think Flores wants to go somewhere that's more established. I don't think he wants to be a part of another rebuild. He's not getting any younger.
If it's a team,
he wants to go on a more established team.
But if it's a team from young talent and they give him multiple years, you know what I mean, it's established, stability.
I think Brady is the straw that stirs the drink to getting Flores to go to the directionally challenged Raiders.
Yeah, I mean,
So
I think the Steelers. No, I hear you with that. I mean, he's definitely going to have an impact on who they bring in for head coach. But I think it's going to be Will Howard time in Pittsburgh. Like whatever new coach they have, I love Will Howard. I think he's going to be a freaking stud. They're going to go with him, and I don't think Brian Flores' lawsuit is prohibitive to a team hiring him as a head coach. In fact, I think the NFL would actually encourage that because that means he's going to have less of a chance to win his lawsuit against the NFL. You know what I mean?
I'm curious how much the lawsuit is for. I'm curious why he hasn't been hired yet because. Like, how much money is he suing the league for?
And that's another point, too. So, like, if you get hired as a head coach, let's say you sign, like, a 5-year, $15 million a year deal, that's $75 million. So his lawsuit might be twice that. Let's say it's $150 million or something, right? But the thing is I think it is. I think it's probably, like, 150 or something. Just speculation, but just a guesstimate. But, like, my thing is this. It's like, if you're Flores, do you take like the $75 million guaranteed, knowing like, dude, you don't have to wait a couple years. You're going to win automatically. This money is yours. Or, would you be willing to punt your lawsuit because of it? I think he would,
I'm curious. He loves defense, though. He does.
G-Man. Yeah, that's actually a good rumor that's going on that because LaFleur is good friends with Raheem Morris, that if Hafley leaves, Raheem Morris would step in as RDC.
I think a guy to keep in mind with Pittsburgh is Jeff Udinsky. He's a really young offensive coordinator. I think he's like 30 years old. Udinsky's from Jacksonville. And I think that Pittsburgh, if you look at their history of hiring head coaches, they always hire them really young and they stay forever. So, like, I think they're probably, and I know that Flores has familiarity with Pittsburgh, but I feel like Flores almost has a little bit of that Mike Tomlin kind of
natural leadership type of thing too. You know what?
I think he's older though, so that's why I think Udinsky might be somebody to keep an eye on too.
Listen to this train of thought as well. So, like, you got to keep in mind, I think a lot of hires haven't happened yet because they're waiting on coaches from these playoff teams to get knocked out. So, like, Chris Shula, the Rams DC, Clint Kubiak, the Seahawks OC. I could see those guys.
Why you would cover
all three of those coordinators.
I'm just saying, I think they could be hot names, man.
Yeah, all three of those coordinators for the Rams are going to be poached.
Exactly.
Even Michael LaFleur.
When Colin said before about coaches going to a team that is established, what is Harbaugh doing? Giants are not established at all. All they have is
he brought Todd Monken with him.
He player personnel.
He is bringing Monken with him.
Yeah,
Jackson Dart.
That's their OC now. The Giants.
I give him 2 more years if he's running the way he is. I know they didn't have Neighbors. Their D line. Well, I thought it would be
was out.
Yeah, a top 5 this year with all their players. Abdul Carter. Where is he from? He did shit this year. I forgot what college he played from.
Hey, Broski called it. He was gonna be bad.
Burns,
I didn't hype him up at all.
Burns
I didn't think he would be porno bad. You know what I mean? Where he's fucking watching porn during meetings and shit. But
Burns is a great defensive lineman, obviously. But they're a big disappointment. And I was like, John Harbaugh to the Giants. I'm like, what the fuck?
John to the Giants is a big market. He's a big name, so it makes sense. But
Oof.
I'm curious to see. What they do with that because are you making a decision on Jackson Dart? Like, if you can get a guy to just get him to slide, like he's dynamic. Again, this goes back to our conversation about quarterbacks and using them as offensive weapons as opposed to using them as they're the quarterback. We need you healthy, so quit running around like a chicken with your head cut off.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, he'll bring in some. I mean, Munkin. We'll see how he works with Munkin, but
Well,
like,
Harbaugh's got experience with a running quarterback. I mean, he's got experience with a running quarterback.
I think
that's what he had
that's
a
my
lot in his
point.
career.
Like, they need to rein him in.
I wanted to ask Isaac this. I mean, with the Raiders situation and stuff like that, you think Tom Brady will bring Bill Belichick back?
Dude, Belichick's having fun in the college party life, doing fucking yoga in the sand and shit, dude.
So you go from Pete Carroll to Bill Belichick. That's like a combined age year of like 160 years old.
If you look at the NFL,
Tom Brady's a good guy. He's like, you know what, Bill, you helped me out in the past. You brought me to wherever I wanted to be. Oh, here's my payback to you.
NFL's changed though. Like NFL's changed though. They're not hiring the geezers anymore. They're hiring the young coach. You know what I mean? The young coordinators that are fucking learning from the geezers that can bring, you know what I mean, life into it or something like that. So if you look around, most of the new hires are young coaches. You know?
When the Bears were looking at a coach too, they're going to get that young fuck from Notre Dame, and then I would throw up all over the place.
Oh, Freeman?
Yeah. Oh my God. I mean,
Freeman already said he's coming back 2026. They actually landed the number one commitment school now, Notre Dame, because
they just got that from the college football playoff.
Yeah, they just got that wide receiver.
They should be banned from the college football playoff.
Right, they got the wide receiver from Iowa State. They got they picked up this other linebacker from. Oh man, they had some commits. That really is going to make Notre Dame pretty scary.
Virginia Tech, James Franklin. Oh fucking Lord have mercy. But the commitment recruits he's bringing in, holy shit! I think as soon as he got hired, there's about 29, 30 commitments already to Virginia Tech.
Yeah, Woody, I'm not joking when I say this. He literally could build Virginia Tech to be like the next Clemson, like the powerhouse in the ACC. Because
who is the coach for Virginia Tech? Right now? I actually don't know who's the Virginia Tech coach.
Franklin.
Franklin. Okay,
yeah,
all right.
Franklin,
but the thing is they brought Brent Pry back to be a defensive coordinator. I'm like, dude, what the fuck are you guys doing?
Franklin knows nothing about coaching. He really doesn't. That was a bad decision. You know what I mean? But he will get you the talent. He's a top 5 recruiter.
Yeah. Signetti should not leave, dude. He should stay fucking coaching Indiana. I mean,
he was a great coach at James Madison. Like he brought James Madison to the forefront. Yeah.
Yep.
So, what's called? But Notre Dame, have you seen their schedule that's coming up? They're fucking facing like the Rhode Island Christian fucking
Metro
Isaac, that's nothing new. Isaac, that's their schedule every year. It's nothing new.
Super
Metro Beauty School. Academy. Yep.
Yeah, they're playing fucking ITT Tech. Fucking
that's been my big knock on Notre Dame forever.
Keller School of Blind.
Like if they're going to be an independent, at least play a tough schedule. They're an independent and they play a cakewalk schedule.
Well, they took USC off their schedule too because USC was just too good. We need to put put Wake Forest down there. Yes.
The funniest shit that they did is they paid Western Illinois $1 million to play them, and Western Illinois won the game.
Yeah.
Thank you for that $1 million.
They lost to Marshall like 2 years ago.
They paid to get their ass whooped.
They paid to get their ass whooped. That's priceless.
The first game of the season too.
They should do that to Appalachian State like they did when they beat Michigan that one year. Appalachian State.
Well, the same thing with Marshall 2 years ago at Notre Dame. Marshall whooped the shit out of Notre Dame. Marshall.
Anyways, we got 12 minutes left in the show, so let's go through predictions for today.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Rob. Shoot it off.
All right. Well, let's see. It's Bears, Rams. Man, I looked into the stats before the game. I mean, and everybody's talking about this cold weather and his fractured finger, but they got the Rams winning this in on the road. I don't understand it. Is it going to be that close? Is it really going to be that close?
I don't know. The Rams are favored by 4.5. Usually the home team gets 3.
Yes.
So Vegas
I don't
is
understand
picking them to win by like 7 or 10.
But Matt Stafford's never won a game.
1 and 9.
Yeah, 39 degrees or something, or 39 degrees, I thought it was, or something.
Well, it's going to be a running game. Like, you know what I mean? It's going to be fucking check downs and, running game all game. Because that weather is not going to permit, like, you know what I mean? A bunch of, like, deep balls.
And the Rams have the number 1 offense?
Yep.
I mean, I want the Bears to win, but, it's probably going to be 27-24 Rams.
Well, I saw the Rams play the Panthers last week in Carolina in 75-degree weather.
That's what but why are they favored?
They had to pull a miracle out of their ass to win that game.
Bears defense, I'm telling you. Bears defense are making these spreads, man. I'm telling you.
I don't understand it, bro. I just don't get it. It's
crazy. I mean, like I said, as long as the Bears are like they're only down by like 7 or less going into the fourth quarter, the Bears got it. You got a chance, bro. I know.
Right?
That's all I'm saying. So, it's going to be a close game. Like I would be shocked if it wasn't a close game. It might be another, hey, the Rams have the lead at halftime, but as long as it's like, maybe 7, 8, 9 points and no more, I'm liking the odds for the Bears in the second half. So, I'm going to say, I'm going to go, man, this is going to be a close game. I'm going to go, 28-27 Bears. They squeak it out at 1 point.
Wow, yeah.
Oh.
So I say it's close. It's going to be close.
I think, the score's not going to be that high, though. Like, these kind of weather games, the score kind of relatively lays, like, kind of low,
Both quarterbacks can spin it, though. Like, they're kind of weatherproof. Their arms can cut through the wind and shit.
I have no doubt Chicago's going to be fine, but, I mean, why are the Rams favored? That's what made me I kind of lean. I don't know what you guys are telling me, man. I don't know what you guys are telling me, what they're telling me.
Well, hey, Packers were favored last week.
Bro, and they started out stomping the mud hole in your ass.
Yep.
Tell me what the fuck happened in the second half. I don't know still. I don't even want to talk about that. It's last week's shit.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Right.
I think it does come down to a field goal, though, for both teams at the end.
Yeah,
of the
that's
game.
what I have it. That's what I have it.
Yeah. So what do you guys think?
Woody, what you got?
Texans.
Hold on. Woody, what do you got?
What?
I had 24-21 Chicago field goal game.
There you go.
All right. Well, Woody and Broski, you better close your ears because as you've known about me lately, I have been the kiss of death. I'm going to say the Bears are going to win 38-21. 38-21 Bears.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Shut up,
Colin. Threw in the hat.
Florida.
Bro, are you letting that Seahawks shit go to your head? Somebody
Colin, are you sniffing your golf cart fucking carbon monoxide or something down there?
John Dorn's cake. There's John
Hey,
Dorn's.
Woody might send you plane tickets to a vacation.
Now listen. And Rob knows this. I've made some picks lately against the Vikings where I picked the other teams to win. So that's why I said close your ears because I think the Bears are going to rope them. So
wow.
Let's see.
Well, and to answer Rob and Isaac's question about what happened in the second half last week, the Bears wanted it more. I mean, that's what it came down to me. They just wanted it more.
Fucking A, bro.
The Packers, and let's be fair. The Packers limped into the playoffs, literally and figuratively. They limped into the playoffs,
bro. I'm not denying that at all. They sure the hell did.
I looked at that second half, and then if you look at our offensive line, it just collapsed every single down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, we just collapsed on both sides of the ball. I mean, one side of the ball, maybe I could see happening. They make some adjustments, but it was like we didn't even like we went home at halftime. We took the bus and left.
Right?
Yeah. I swear
so
to God,
what do you guys think? Texans or Pats?
I'm going Patriots or Drake Mays. I'm going with the Drake Mays. They form like Voltron. They're all a bunch of mini Drake Mays. They all form together to create one huge Voltron Drake May, with Drake May being the head of Drake May Voltron. Give me the Patriots at home.
I like that, broski.
I am going to pick the upset. I'm going to take Houston against the Patriots, even though I picked the Rams and the Patriots to go. Houston's defense might be the best looking defense I've seen in 15 years. They are unreal. They are unreal. And with Will Campbell being out for New England, man, your Voltron Mayo might be in trouble.
It might be missing a leg.
But again, I think if the Patriots can get Ramondre Stevenson off the field, and please put Travion Henderson there. You need dynamic. You need a guy to throw the ball in the backfield. If you can make a chip block, you can throw it to him when they move things around. So if the Patriots are going to win, I think it's going to be very based off of the play action with May and Henderson being in the game, not Ramondre Stevenson.
Look, I like
21 to
Stevenson.
17.
2017. I like Stevenson, but like, man, Travion Henderson is so dynamic, dude. Like, he has elusive speed, breaks out. How you not put him on the field? You know what I mean? He's such a playmaker.
Well, it's like when the Vikings had Chester Taylor and Adrian Peterson. It's like, you don't have to feel obligated to give. I mean, Chester Taylor was a solid running back, but Adrian Peterson was clearly better. You don't need to share. You don't need to share carries. Like, put the guy who gives you the best chance in there.
Scary downhill runner.
My score prediction for that game is 2017 Drake Mays.
Man, you know what, dude? I want to go for the Pats for this one, you know what I mean? But just that Texans fucking defense is so damn scary, dude. Like, Stingley in the back too. Like, I dare Drake May to throw Stingley's way.
Petrie,
it'll be picked off.
Petrie is a hell of a safety.
Yeah. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, and Lassiter, all those guys, they just get after it and they beat up on people.
Don't forget too. The Texans were 1-5. They were 1-5. Like, how they got to this point is incredible.
Their offensive line just didn't even protect Stroud. They just let him get killed.
Davis Mills won 3 games. Davis Mills won 3 games for him.
Yeah. And the offensive line blocked better when CJ Stroud. So I think it was a CJ Stroud issue with the offensive line or something. You know what I mean? And then Diana Rossini said there was something going to come out about the Texans at that time, but I guess she killed the story. But there was issues going on in the locker room. But that being said, I just got to edge the Texans out on this one. I'd say 24-21.
Yeah,
Rob, who you got?
I got the Texans. I was taking the Texans too. I think the Texans. It's going to be Texans Seahawks in the Super Bowl. That's what I think. Or I mean, not Texans Seahawks.
Rams.
Rams. Yeah, bro.
Damn, this is gonna be exciting. This is exciting. 2 matchups.
Texans are sneaky, man. They got a great pass rush, and like you said, with Stingley in the back. I mean, bro, it makes
Petrie.
Petrie. Yeah, I want Petrie so bad.
Makes it very hard to. That's why I say
do anything.
The Texans are snuck it. The Texans are coming in on the strength of their defense, and I mean, bro, I think
the Texans this year are what Cincinnati was last year towards the end, but they didn't run out of gas like Cincinnati did.
Those National Geographic
to blow a game against Denver to get into the playoffs.
You know that National Geographic when a pack of like female fucking lions are ripping at fucking a carcass and shit like that. You know what I mean? That's what it looked like. Aaron Rodgers against the Texans.
Yeah,
they were just like throwing them all over the field. It was like, God damn.
They hit him so bad he retired.
Yeah.
Again.
He went on a permanent ayahuasca retirement.
Yes. Yes.
They sent him to the darkness retreat.
He's still waking up seeing TJ Watt.
But no, two exciting games. Hey, good luck, broski.
Daniil, don't kill me.
But good luck tonight, broski.
Yeah, good luck, broski.
Yeah.
I already said I'm pulling for you guys, but I just don't know if you got it. We'll see though.
35-17 Bears. Go get it.
There we go.
All right. Thanks for coming. Thanks for commenting.
Or Cancun.
See you guys. Gentlemen. Yeah, whoever does it, we'll see you on the couch next week.
Yeah, yo. It's game time, ain't no messing around. Huddle Sports Network, the best in town. From NFL rumors to the latest trends, we got all your sports, just tune in, my friends. Catch us on Roku, Fire Stick, take your pick. Facebook, YouTube, where the action's slick. Daily shows that drop like a bomb. From 10 to 11, it's Ken and Ken, stay calm. Huddle up, catch the vibe, feel the rush. Get your news, get your fills in the clutch. Over 27 podcasts, we breaking it down. Join the team, Huddle Sports, wear the crown. Live every weekday, it's how we roll. Lions Talk with Jeremy B, we taking a stroll. From 11 to 12, don't miss a beat. We break down the game, make the info